Begin now with some breaking news. Rapper Lil Durk is charged in a for hire plot.
Lil Durk's real name is Durk Bank, and he is from Chicago.
Lil Durk's legal team just dropped a heavy move that shook the whole courtroom vibe. They officially filed a motion to dismiss the entire case with prejudice. That means they want this whole situation thrown out permanently. The paperwork shows Durk, Dee Boogie, and Brown Eyes all standing on the same timing, trying to get every judge and even the whole prosecution squad disqualified. This ain't no little request. This is a straight-up power play. Dee is trying to slide out the mix completely, wanting his name removed from anything tied to Durk, while Durk is pushing for the case to be fully erased. And the reason he's pushing this hard is wild. Prosecutors claim someone on the inside leaked info from an OTF group chat, basically calling somebody a snitch and saying they fed evidence to the feds. That accusation alone had the internet in chaos. Reports are now saying the feds are accusing Durk of arranging hits on O-Block members because he supposedly felt like they didn't retaliate after King Von passed. Prosecutors even talking about bringing in a witness to say Durk gave orders, trying to paint him as the mastermind behind tension in the crew. In the files, it straight up says Durk was in conflict with Manuk over his belief that O-Block members weren't taking action the way he expected, and that this pressure sparked major fallout within the circle. Once that news hit social media, Whack 100 and academics jumped into the mess instantly, talking about snitches in the case and throwing shade that basically tried to make Durk look guilty without any judge or jury.
That's what Dee did. He's basically saying all this evidence y'all got against Durk got nothing to do with me. Why you got me charged with Durk? And that doesn't mean he's going against Durk. That just means he wants his case severed. And I'm telling you, if it's severed, it helps Durk. Because one of the main connective tissue to this conspiracy is saying that Durk told Dee to hire. Dee saying, I ain't get told to hire nobody. And I ain't hire nobody. What are you talking about? Why would I hire someone? That's his thing.
The streets definitely felt that heat because when big voices start pointing fingers, the whole narrative shifts fast. This situation is getting crazier by the day. The so-called snitch in this case has been playing a messy game with the feds, flipping his story back and forth like he can't decide what's real. Because of that, things might actually swing in Durk's favor. New court paperwork reveals the main witness completely switched up what he said. First, he claimed there was no bounty. Now he suddenly says there was. This kind of inconsistency is dangerous in a case this big, and it's got the prosecution scrambling hard to keep Durk locked up. Since the witness can't keep the same story twice, the prosecutors tried to stack more pages of new evidence on Durk to strengthen their argument. But the funny part is, this move only slows everything down, pushing the trial back even longer, which gives Durk and his team more time to shoot their shot for another bond attempt. Every delay is another chance for his lawyers to make a stronger case, and they know it. But the feds didn't stop there. They're now trying to connect Durk to another separate incident involving Quando Rondo back in 2021. They believe Durk had something to do with that situation too, and they're using every angle to make it stick. Fans even pointed out how Durk hinted at things in his music, especially when he rapped the bar. They're on my page like Slide for Vonnie. I know they trolling me. In a podcast, he even said he doesn't see those comments anymore, which prosecutors are now trying to twist into some kind of confession. They're lining up the exact timing of when Durk dropped that song with the moment Quando's crew got hit, trying to create a narrative that fits their version of events. And the way Durk said he stopped seeing those comments makes the feds believe fans knew he already handled things, even though that's not proof of anything by itself. Still, Durk's lawyers aren't folding. They're pushing for another bond with full confidence, and even Durk's father believes this could be the one that gets him home. This is his third attempt, and his legal team came with a strong offer that they hope the judge won't turn down. This fight is far from over.
Life, by basically saying he's guilty of for hire. And the only thing that, like, yes, some of these things look suspect. Why'd you go there? Why are these people going there? Why'd you send this message? But nothing. There's no message that they got that says where Durk says, y'all that Quando yet? Nothing says that.
You missing the point.
Okay.
They got a witness already cooperating on that. Been had one. We just ain't seen what they said. It's 3 years. One of the cooperating.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
So
fact. That's co-conspirator too.
Yeah, I don't know. You don't need too much more than that. One of them is cooperating. Then in the paperwork, you got the conversation. They say they had it in and out. The other two was figuring out how they get.
Things took a wild turn because the prosecutors ended up dropping one of the main lyric pieces they were planning to use against Durk. They originally tried to bring up bars where Durk rapped. Told me they got an addy. They got the location. Go look on the news. See your son screaming no. But now that evidence is off the table.
Is on for 3 people who police say at a Savannah rapper, a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles and cameras captured the aftermath.
This man, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sign.
Even with that, Durk's lawyer is getting tired of the whole situation because the way the prosecutors keep stacking and removing things is starting to look sloppy. He's standing on business for Durk, but he's also openly calling some of these charges a complete joke. Before the judge could even make the next move, something serious went down behind the scenes. OTF. Vonnie is now being accused of cooperating with the feds. His prison file updated out of nowhere, showing he was suddenly no longer in custody, and that raised everybody's eyebrows instantly. Then it got even more chaotic, because Vonnie basically confirmed it himself through a message he sent to a close friend describing his whole plea deal. The friend leaked the message, and Vonnie's exact words were, "I'm trying to plea out to a 32, which is the base for M for hire. The max is 43, which is life. I get -2 points for a plea, -1 point for an early plea, and -2 points for no background, meaning I'll have 27 points, which is 5 to 7 years I can't go to trial. I don't want to get got like the other guys." When he said he doesn't want to get got like the other guys, he was referring to OTF Jam. But that whole situation is a story on its own. Right after this leaked, things got even stranger because Vonnie's own father stepped in and started calling him out publicly. He claimed Vonnie played a role in the situation that led to King Von's passing and even said Durk knew about it. That accusation lit the internet up instantly because when a family member speaks on something this serious, people start paying attention fast.
I left the courtroom for the bond hearing for my son for the release for the 3rd time. This time it was very fair. The judge was very fair. He wasn't pro-prosecutor. He wasn't pro-defense, but he was pro-justice. So he listened to all the evidence and, and he's going to give a ruling in the next few days about what his position is for the bond. But we were very pleased at how it turned out. So continue. Family, friends, and fans, continue to keep us in your prayers. And we thank you. And inshallah, God willing, this be victorious for that we have a good ruling in our favor.
This whole case is turning into a maze of accusations, secrets, and leaked messages. And it's only getting more intense. Rumors in the streets started spinning out of control because people began claiming the supposed motive behind the tension between Durk and Von was tied to a court case they were both dealing with. They were supposed to go to trial together, but after King Von passed, that case reportedly ended in a private settlement. This led some online voices to push a wild theory, not facts, just talk, suggesting Durk might have benefited legally from Von being gone. People were out here saying things like he used it as some kind of get-out-of-jail-free card, but these claims are all speculation from social media, not proven true. Fans also pointed out how Von had serious jewelry on yet only had a public defender at that time, and that sparked even more deep conversations online. Then a viral tweet went crazy after Vonnie's dad made accusations, with people comparing the times Durk hopped on Instagram Live to the times certain people passed away. The tweet said this pattern made them wonder why he always goes live when something tragic happens. Folks pointed out he was live during the moments King Von, Lil Pab, and FBG Duck passed, and some fans started claiming he might have been using IG Live as an alibi. Again, all just speculation from people online, not confirmed details. But Vonnie's father didn't stop there. He doubled down, saying his son played a part in situations involving King Von and Lil Pab, and kept hinting that more people knew what was going on. His comments had rappers and fans arguing non-stop, because anytime a family member starts talking like that, the whole situation gets even more dramatic. Then things got even more chaotic when a new alleged cooperator appeared in the case files, OTF Didi's younger brother, Ted. This instantly had rappers reacting like, "Please tell me this isn't real," because Ted had just been arrested at a convenience store for having a firearm in his pocket. Reports said he had something with an extended clip on him, which officers found during the arrest.
Really? Dude had a. What about that? A man had a with an extended clip. That's cool though, right?
At first, people didn't think it mattered because the charge had nothing to do with Durk's situation. But once they realized Ted is Dee Dee's younger brother, and Dee has been viewed as one of the closest people to Durk, the internet started connecting dots instantly. Being related to someone that close to the inner circle means he might know a lot of behind-the-scenes details, and that alone had everybody watching closely. According to what leaked online, once Ted arrived at the police station and got taken out of the patrol car, he reportedly started saying he could give information on people involved in different crimes. That moment set the internet on fire because people immediately started arguing about whether he was telling the truth, exaggerating out of fear, or just trying to get a lighter situation for himself.
Come on. Hey, stop it. Stop it.
I tell you about the murder, I swear to God, I tell you about the murder, it's the bitch, my son, I tell you about everything, I swear to God, I tell you, I will tell you, please, I swear, please.
This case keeps getting crazier by the hour. The cops ended up booking Ted and throwing him into a holding cell while another officer came in to talk to him. But the crazy part is how fast Ted folded. He barely lasted a single second trying to act tough before he started talking. The moment he stepped out the cop car, it was like he didn't even care about keeping quiet. He was ready to spill everything without hesitation.
You gotta relax for me, because I can't understand it. Relax. What's the number? 7 what you saying, man?
We're gonna see what we can do for you, all right?
We can see what we can do for you. You gotta relax for me.
Relax, man. I'm gonna get a bus to prison. Relax.
Give me No, I'm saying, what you talking about? I'm trying to get that.
But even with all this drama piling up around different people, Durk still has a real shot at getting out of jail because his lawyers made a major move today. It was officially announced that Durk just filed a brand new motion to dismiss the case based on how vague the second indictment is. If the judge refuses to dismiss it, Durk's team is requesting a bill of particulars, which basically forces prosecutors to reveal exact details instead of hiding behind coded language and vague accusations. Durk's lawyers want everything spelled out, the so-called coded messages, what bounty the prosecutors keep mentioning, the dates, the locations, the circumstances, all of it. They're even demanding the government show proof of where and when Durk supposedly offered any type of reward connected to Quando Rondo. Normally, this type of information would already be clear in a major case, but prosecutors haven't provided anything specific, and Durk's lawyers are calling it out in the paperwork. But while his legal team is putting in work, the problems inside the jail just got worse for Durk. Reports came out saying he was suddenly taken straight into solitary confinement after an officer allegedly found a cell phone in his cell. That alone is enough to cause major trouble for him on the inside. Then things got even more serious. Another report said Durk was involved in an altercation inside the jail early this morning, and that situation was big enough that Lil Baby ended up tweeting afterward. Whatever went down behind those walls definitely shook the whole internet, because anytime someone that close to Durk speaks publicly right after an incident, people start paying attention real fast.
They got Lil Durk in a hole for basically some BS, and right now we're going to show the paperwork. They saying that he was caught with a cell phone, and basically that's not true. They trying to keep him in a hole, do a lot of things that they shouldn't be doing or whatever, but they trying to make a point because they saying that me and him is privileged and we got so many things going on, and it's a lot of BS.
This situation just keeps getting more intense every single hour. Lil Baby's tweet had fans losing their minds, saying things like, "I don't care about nothing but Durk right now. Free the bro." And instead of calming down, the situation only got darker when people started connecting it to multiple OTF losses. OTF, Bezo, recently passed, and another one of Durk's close friends, Glee, passed too, and that had the whole fan base asking who might be trying to get revenge on the entire OTF circle. The streets were buzzing non-stop. Then fans noticed something that had the whole internet squinting. Quando Rondo and Lil Tim both dropped interviews on the exact same day Durk got targeted. The timing was way too perfect, and it looked wild suspicious to everybody watching. Lil Tim spoke his part, staying calm and saying what he had to say, and Quando echoed something similar, talking about how he wished certain situations were handled differently. Hearing two of Durk's biggest rivals speak out on the same day raised every eyebrow possible. But things got worse for Durk because his bond hearing got canceled altogether after he was thrown into solitary confinement. Even with that setback, lawyers online were still saying he has a strong chance at beating the case. They believe a lot of the evidence being used against him can be challenged under the First Amendment, since lyrics and vague statements can't automatically be treated as confessions. Another big reason Durk was denied bond got revealed too. The feds said they want Durk to basically go broke and give up his property before they'd even consider releasing him. They claim his wealth could let him influence witnesses or put pressure on people. They're worried he'll repeat the same type of crime he's being accused of. And the fact that certain people haven't been heard from in months only adds to their suspicions. Fans even brought up Jam, who got publicly labeled a snitch on DJ Vlad, and folks were questioning why he suddenly disappeared from the spotlight. This case is getting crazier by the minute, and we're here breaking it all down for you every single day. So if you're rocking with Rap Uncovered and you want to stay tapped into the truth behind these street legends, make sure you smash that like button right now. Hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and lock in with the family, because the streets never sleep, and neither do we. Share this video with your whole crew. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and stay ready, because tomorrow's upload is going to be even crazier, even deeper, and absolutely unmissable. We'll catch you in the next one, right here at Rap Uncovered, where the truth of the streets lives.